Hello everyone, welcome to Zengo. I'm Uriel. I want to demo today our newest service called Legacy Transfer. Legacy Transfer is a service that safely and simply allows you to designate a recipient and receive your crypto wallet after a period of time should something happen to you, right? The case is pretty common. You are incapable for any sorts of reason to access your wallet, physical incapacity, memory loss, death, of course. And you want to have your wallet transferred to someone that you trust, that you want. And so this problem is very, very crucial, but it's unresolved. There are some solutions that are extremely either expensive or tedious to set up, specific to certain blockchains, and they don't really they're not really accessible to everyone and usable most of all and safe. So we decided to address this problem, which we consider very serious. We published a few days ago. Sorry about that. This is my phone that we will see in a second. I'm moving it about here. We published a few days ago a white paper which you can find on our blog. We'll put in the video notes a link so that you can see it. And this explains in all sorts of details how this really works. A little bit technical, but basically explaining how MPC, as opposed to private key wallets, allows you to safely transfer a wallet to someone else without any sort of major security risk of compromising private keys and all sorts of security risks, and explained in fairly good amount of details. It was also covered by the blog a few days ago. I will also publish that in the video notes. But really today what I want to do is to make a demo of how this works and to show you how incredibly simple and yet safe this solution is. We believe it's the first really solution that allows you to do that in such a manner, in such a safe way, universal way, such an accessible way. So without much ado, we're going to remove that browser from here and put on the front stage the phone, which is the phone of Alice. So Alice has a Zengo account, which we're going to open here. She has about $100 of ETH. She could have some Bitcoin also, and NFTs, all sorts of things, but this is where we're going to start from. And we want to allow Alice to set up a legacy transfer plan with Bob, so that Bob receives a wallet should something happen after a period of time. So let's see in real time. And it's a mirroring of my phone here, which we will call Alice, doing the transfer, setting up the transfer, legacy transfer with Bob. We have here a second phone, which I will mirror in a second, which is Bob's phone, different phone, that also has a Zengo account, and we will see how things happen on his side. So what do? You just go to your security section, and there is a new function called legacy transfer. You go there, and you can see two sections. My legacy shared with me. My legacy is what you want to set a plan. Shared with me is for the recipient. So we will get started. You have to do two things. You have to choose who you want this person to be. So choose a legacy recipient. Of course, someone that you trust, someone that you know. You want to set an inactivity period, a period during which you will never access the Zengo wallet, even with multiple reminders. And after this, the period of the legacy transfer will reach its end, and the plan will be initiated and transferred. So let's get started. So I'm going to send that to Bob, and I of course know Bob email. And I want to let him know that it's coming from Alice. No, oops. How does the iPhone doesn't know Alice? Right, there we go. Now I'm going to choose an inactivity period timer, which can go from 4 to 24 months, but the default is 14 months. So during that period, it's a period during which you never access the wallet. We'll send you also multiple reminders. If you don't interact with the reminders or with the wallet, we consider that your account is inactive, and then the account and the funds are transferred. We are going to set now the plan. We're using Dropbox as a coordination layer between the sender and the recipient. Very, very simple. Free Dropbox account is enough. You have nothing special to do. And so let's get on it. So let me log in with my account. Okay, I'm signing in. Right, so the invitation to Bob is ready to be sent, and of course we want to make sure that it can be sent only by you so that someone else cannot set a plan for you. So it's using 3D face lock, which is verifying that you are you and no one else. It's the same system that is used to create your account and make sure you have a recovery kit in case you change phone or lose your phone or whatever, recover your account. It's the same system here to set up the plan. Alright, it will be done in a second. Okay, now this is done and the request is sent. The request is valid for a week. If during a week Bob doesn't react, the plan is automatically cancelled. But now the invitation to join the legacy plan is sent. And so we are done with Alice's phone. And now we can welcome Bob's phone, which, by the way, you can see maybe already before I mirror the screen, has already received an invitation both by email and from Zengo app. All right, so let's project now the phone here on screen so you can see what happens. I might see two phones on screen. Let's do that. We'll show in a second. Okay, so now you can see both phones. Sorry, I'm going to move a little bit here so you can see both. So on the left we have Alice, and on the right we have Bob. So let's go to Bob's Zengo account. And I'm going to legacy transfer, and this time I'm the recipient, so I'm going to share with me. And so I was invited by Alice and I want to coordinate the plan with Bob, so I'm going to use also Dropbox. There we go, we're all set. So there was something in the connection that didn't work. Anyway, it worked. As you can see now, the legacy file is synchronized between both accounts, and and Bob is all set. So now we're going back to Bob. Bob is still a status pending, right? But there is one last thing he needs to do, and I forgot to show you, but when you are going through this process, you also receive email notification of every step, so you know exactly what you need to do next. And the last step is to activate the legacy plan, right? Bob has accepted the invitation, and now you want to activate it, with just a last step. So you're going to give the final approval to that plan to be started. So let's go to Zengo again. We go to the legacy transfer, and as you can see now, waiting for your approval, the final approval. So let's do that. I confirm that I read everything and that I understand that Bob is going to be my legacy recipient after 14 months. Confirming that with my face. And that's it. The plan is fully set up, and there is nothing more that needs to be done. You can see the status is active, and it works as expected. So very, very simple. You invite someone by setting his email, an inactivity timer. The person confirms the plan is active, the invitation is received, and you finally confirm the plan with a final approval. That's it. That's all you need to do. just one thing to address, in case you had a question, what happens if Dropbox disappears or something like that? There is an automatic backup that is made on top of Dropbox on iCloud or Google Drive, whichever you use. So in case something happens to Dropbox, you still set up. That's it. Can't wait for you guys to try it. As you can see, it's very, very simple and very safe. Bye-bye.